What were PRS thinking? In today's episode, I'm checking out a PRS Swampash special for the first time. It's designed to be the workhorse for the gigging musician. It has every single tone you'd ever want, but it has some questionable spec choices. So without further ado, let's check out this strange PRS. Well, hello there guitarists, welcome back to Squealing Pig Guitars, the home of luxury drum machines here in Nottingham, England. My name is Keightley, I am your presenter today, and today we're talking about one of the strangest PRS guitars I've ever seen. This video is titled, What Were PRS Thinking? And that's exactly what I thought when I saw this come into the shop. It's what they call the PRS Swampash Special. It's basically got their special pickups, that special configuration. So you have humbucker, and a narrow field in the middle with some split coil functionality. However, this is a cheaper version of the core model. So this comes in around £2,499. However, for an expensive guitar like that, you still have some budget style construction methods, like a bolt-on neck. You have a scarf joint, and you don't really have a very nice PRS top. Typically PRS instruments are very flashy, big flame tops, nice carved tops. This is like almost like a drop top. It's got a slight carve to it, but it's very, very flat. And it's basically just one piece of Swampash. So it really is anti-PRS in terms of visuals. However, in today's video, we're questioning whether it plays well, stays in tune, and if it sounds good. Obviously, the premises of all of the reviews here at Squealing Pig Guitars. I have to say, from first impressions, I do think it's a little bit of an overpriced guitar, as it comes with a gig bag and obviously has the scarf joint and all that other stuff. But you'll have to wait till the end of the video to hear my full review and rating on this guitar. I haven't played it yet, so these are just the first impressions. Before we get into the specs of this guitar, make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching this on your TV, make sure to go on your phone and search in Squealing Pig Guitars and hit subscribe. And if you're watching on your phone, then just hit that little subscribe button down below. This video is divided into chapters for your viewing pleasure. If you'd like to skip past my blabbing in today's episode, then just scroll through the video. But thank you for listening, and let's get straight into the spec talk. So as you can see, this is a very basic model from PRS. It's got a very flat top, it's one piece of wood for the body, and then we've got a maple neck with a scarf joint. So it's quite a cheap construction. This is the Swampash body, looks very nice with this kind of grey-black finish. I'm a big fan of the finish. It would just be cool if they maybe had a flame top or something like that, but it is a little bit different, I guess. Of course, we've got a very strange feature for a PRS. We have a bolt-on neck, which some would say it would add a little more snappiness to the sound and obviously make it sound a little bit more like a Stratocaster, which could be a good thing. We've got a nice kind of pattern vintage neck carve on this, very nice and rounded, and then that's where the scarf joint is, just here to attach the headstock. This feels very similar to a Silver Sky neck. Of course, got that beautiful PRS headstock with the black hollowed out birds. It's a very smart looking guitar. So the main feature of this guitar is that we have the 5815 humbuckers in the neck and the bridge, and then we have a narrow field in the middle. We then have a 5-way selector switch and 2 dip switches. These 2 dip switches basically control the neck and the bridge pickup single coil functionality, and then you get a 5-way switch here, so it's like all the strat tones that you'd want, volume and tone, and then we have the PRS patented tremolo, which is probably one of the best tremolo designs ever made. We then have the phase-free locking tuners with the brass cogs, and we have the ivory buttons on this one. A big thing I'm seeing now is these kind of ivory buttons on PRS tuners. I believe that's because Paul Reed Smith believes that lighter machine heads means more sustain, so he's using these lighter ivory buttons. I think it looks really cool. And to finish off, we've got 22 frets, a 25-inch scale length, and a 10-inch fretboard radius. So that's all the specs you need to know about the PRS Swampash Special. So let's plug in the 2-rock Bloomfield drive and get straight into the tone demonstration. So guys, now it's time for the tone demonstration of this beautiful PRS Swampash Special. This is the first time I've ever played this guitar, and I have to say I'm so impressed with the playability, the tuning stability, and most importantly, the tones. You guys know that PRS aren't necessarily my first choice when it comes to guitars, but this one has some beautiful single coil tones and I can't wait to show you today. In the intro to today's video, I did my own kind of improvisation over the very popular Ed Sheeran track, Thinking Out Loud. The solo that I was playing was kind of inspired by the John Mayer take that he did with Ed Sheeran live. So it might look like I'm playing like the C major pentatonic scale, but I'm actually in B major technically because I'm in E flat. If you have any questions about how to solo over that backing track, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, back to the guitar. It's basically one of the most versatile PRS guitars I've ever played. It's obviously got the special lineups. You have the humbucker neck, humbucker bridge, and then the narrow field in the middle. So I've been playing a lot on the neck pickup with the single coil mode on. So I'm gonna go through all the tones in single coil mode and then we'll hear it in humbucker mode. I'm not gonna go into immense detail of all the tones. I'm just gonna show you how I would personally use it. So this is the neck pickup split down. It's a very delicate sounding guitar. You don't want to really pick into these pickups. They've got a nice kind of soft sound. Really liking that so far. Obviously that's just the lead gain channel with a compressor on the floor. In the middle you get that perfect Stratocaster tone. Great kind of replication of a single coil, and as you can hear, it's completely silent. Really good for a stage guitar, this. So far as well, the tremolo is staying in tune very nicely. I've always been a fan of the PRS tremolos. In that kind of position too, you're gonna get that kind of Mark Knopfler tone. Very nice, let's push a bit more volume. You can get some really funky tones on that pickup. I can really see why, you know, artists such as John Mayer, Mark Lettieri are kind of going for a PRS. These pickups are some of the best pickups I've heard in a PRS for a long time. It's just got so much character. Finally, the bridge pickup. So now I've engaged the tube screamer just to hear how the single coils react with that, you know, more overdriven tone. That sounds incredible on that single coil mode. If we bring in the humbucker now, you can hear it just fattens up a little bit. There's a lot of clarity there. Even if you did like some shred stuff, it would still sound cool. I'll be out of touch with the sweep picking. That's a testament to how well this PRS is set up. It's got a really nice low action, really nice neck profile, tremolo stays in tune. What more could you want? I'm really impressed with this PRS so far. When I first saw this PRS when it came into the shop, I was like, what are PRS thinking with a bolt-on neck construction with a flat top? It's kind of everything against a PRS. You know, we're used to seeing PRSs with really kind of dancey tops, you know, really in-your-face finishes. I just thought it was really like the anti-PRS. It's a very basic looking model, but it's actually one of the better PRSs I've ever played. It just goes to show, don't judge a book by its cover. Always play the guitar before you buy it, because it really does make a difference. I'm very impressed by this one. Now let's hear the bridge pickup in humbucker mode. Bridge pickup is definitely voiced, or I guess the entire pickup set as a whole is definitely catered to more cleaner playing. I feel like it sounds good on the distortion tone, but it's definitely not going to get into that kind of Les Paul thick distortion. This is very much a Fender style instrument. You can still get some cool tone, but it's a very direct mid-range, very similar to how a Strat reacts. But we could still shred on it. If I go to patch 5 on the Kemper with the really heavy tube screamer, we should be able to shred. So, obviously, the guitar can shred. It's got a cool tone, but definitely not made for rock and metal playing. It feels like it's trying to get there, but it's just not getting that really thick humbucker tone that I want for that type of music. However, for cleaner styles, rock, blues, it's your ultimate machine. So we found the purpose of this guitar, because initially I was a bit confused with the identity of this guitar. I didn't really know what it was trying to do. It was kind of doing everything, and that's sometimes why I don't like PRS guitars, because I do think they spread themselves a bit too thin with trying to cover all bases. Whereas to say this is a blues rock guitar, and they probably do, I don't really know, but I assume they probably do, that's what this guitar is for. So to finish off the demo today, I'm going to do a little loop just so we can hear the versatility of this guitar. So let's do the loop. Let's start off. So now I've switched to the clean channel of the 2-rock. As you can hear, we've got a really nice numb clean tone, and I'm just going to build up the loop now. So let's hear the drums first. Time for the bass. So guys, that is the end of the tone demonstration of this beautiful PRS Swamp Ash Special. So without further ado, let's go to the outro where I reveal my full review and rating of this PRS. So guys, that is the end of this video. I really hope you've enjoyed checking out this beautiful PRS guitar. If you'd like to see more new model release videos, make sure to hit that like button and let us know which other brands you'd like to see down below. This guitar was released this year, so obviously it was great to get a demo out of it today, but usually most of our reviews are on second-hand items. But if you'd like to see more new releases, comment down below. Before I get into my review and rating, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Comment your thoughts down below. What do you think of the PRS Swamp Ash Special? And if you're new to Squealing Pig Guitars, of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button. For today's video, I'm going to rate this guitar an 8.7 out of 10. I was extremely surprised at how well this guitar played. Aesthetically speaking, it doesn't blow me away as an instrument, but as soon as I played it, the tone from these pickups is absolutely sublime. For a guy like me who loves the sound of a Stratocaster but doesn't get on with the way they play, this is a perfect guitar for me. It's got a nice rounded neck on it. It's got a lovely feeling radius and scale length. It's a lot easier to bend than a Fender, in my opinion. I love the 5-way switch and the single coil mode on this guitar. I think it just sounded incredible for the blues rock clean stuff. This guitar is incredibly built. It stays in tune, all that stuff that we associate with PRS. But most importantly, I felt like this guitar actually had a character. That's my main criticism with PRS guitars, is that they don't have enough of a character. They don't have that kind of signature sound. Whereas I think that this guitar actually sounds really, really good, and I'd recommend trying one out. The PRS tremolo stayed in tune really nicely. I loved the single coil sound of the neck. The radius felt really nice. It was very easy to bend, and I aesthetically think it looks decent, but it's the tones and the playability that make this guitar so good. My only gripe is if you're looking for like a rock metal guitar, this guitar isn't for that. This guitar is for cleaner and bluesier styles, and it's meant for, in my opinion, a replacement to the Stratocaster that can do a little bit more. I do think it sounds better because of the bolt-on. I previously kind of insulted that in the intro, but I actually think the bolt-on is contributing to some of that snappiness that we associate with a Strat. I was really impressed with this guitar today. But yeah, 8.7 from me. It's definitely getting a thumbs up. This guitar really shocked me. But as always, guys, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of the PRS Swamp Ash Special? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's overpriced, or do you think it's priced just right? Let me know down below. But that is the end of this Squealing Pig Guitars video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on Monday for another video. But until then, keep rocking, guys. I'll see you soon.